Oh, milk that hen, the fields are calling. Rain or shine, he keeps on hauling. Heart so wide, you could drive right in. That's the pride of milk that hen.
Good morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Saxlingham and the what I'm calling the 20 million takeover. September 5, 802, $45 pounds in the account, and I have finished with potatoes. You'll also see that up here I got 24, 20, 21 cut, and I also got these three. So these three were cut, tedded, baled for hay. This was hay. 20 and 24 were silage, wrap bales. And 23, 25, the local council asked me to just to cut the grass back, as I was up here anyway. So they didn't pay me for cutting the grass, but I was allowed to take the silage, the wrapped bales home. So that's where we're at with that. So it took almost 5 days to get all those spuds done. And we ended up with 1.2 million litres of your finest spud. Now, we sold 6 trailerfuls at 48,000 litres a trailerful. So I reckon we'd be closer to 1.5 million litres of spuds. And when you think most of those fields had weeds, no fertilisation and required lime and ploughing. I'll just let that sink in for a second. I can't show you on here, but I'm up to 45 hours. It's absolutely bonkers. So you can't see it, everything's put away in a shed. However, I did run into a problem. Well, let's go to here first. So you saw me place the 2 cow pastures and the 2 sheep. I popped another cow in 67, another cow in 74, and another sheep in 73. So I go to here, field 74, cows. Oh, I went back and got some more as well, because I got 6 in the trailer, and then I got an extra 4. So every pen had 10. And then these guys got 5 hay bales, and the sheep got 3, I think it was. So we've got 74 cows, 73 sheep, 69 sheep, but they're different breeds, 72 cows, 71, 67, 68 back to the Stein Chef. And then we've got nothing in these 2 barns. I'm going to wait till the spring and then probably put calves in the barns and let them grow up. So, as you probably already noticed, September is the best time to sell spuds. And my sell point, heavy haulage, is currently the best price. But the price on mine is going up, but it said it's been going up since September 2 and it hasn't moved. So I don't know that it's actually moving anywhere. But on the graph, it's coming down. So, and we haven't paid Lord and Lady Sax any money. So, Carl's here. And then, oh, that's what I was going to show you. Up here. Visit. According to ModHub, this has got a total capacity of 250 million litres. Well, they lied. It's 250 million litres spread between root crops. So I can only put 1 million litres in here. So the other 200 odd went in here. You see, so filling one section. So these, I think, were a bad buy. And as we're going to get a ton of taters next year, what I'm thinking is empty these, because we need to sell them anyway, pay Lord and Lady Sax their funds, and then please tell me I activated the darn things. These things. This is just for taters. I'm not going to have a mixed one, but if I put 4 of these in across here, they hold 554,000 litres per hut. So that gives us just over 2 mil. I reckon that'd be perfect for spuds, and then we could do sugar beet on this side. At the moment, the tater harvest is in there. So if I make a run for it, you can see how long the tater harvester, the dwarf, was running for, and give or take 10%, this was just harvesting potatoes. It literally went between fields, harvesting spuds, and come back, and we're up to 11.7 hours. Do you know how repetitive, hitting my head with the steps, how repetitive 11 hours of harvesting potatoes is? I'm going to let you into a secret. It wasn't done all in one sitting. What am I like, eh? So, up here we got Genesis, that's on about 7 hours. This guy's on about 20 hours, 18 hours? 18.5 on this guy. So, he's been working his googlies off baling. 7.3 on this one. This has grass in, and that one has hay in. Because I ended up doing some baling myself just to speed up the process. We got 118 straw bales in here. Oh, I didn't buy a trailer in the end. I bought a feed mixer. I thought, you know, I'm going to need one anyway. Why buy a trailer? Lights and stuff are in there. The Bailey trailer's in the shed. This is all empty, and then in here we got our original Fendt that was doing the carting. That's up to 13 hours of carting, would you believe? It has done some mowing, I'm not gonna lie to you. And then we got the KUHN butterfly set, Tedder and Wrapper. I did sell, I'll show you, I'm not gonna lie about it. I did sell that after the 3 hours. But because it had an offset, it throws it all to one side. When it did the headland, if it, how do I describe it? If it went, imagine this line's a headland. If it went this way along the headland and then up, it would throw the swath under the hedge. But if it went this way on the headland, it would throw the swath into the field. Perfect. But because it had an offset, I didn't know which way it was going to throw it. I'd either get the headland and not the ups and downs, or I'd get the ups and downs and not the headlands. So I sold it and bought that. I got 28 for that. And I think the Claas was 21. So I made a few quid. 21,500. So we made a quid back on that. Now, I was going to grab something like this because, you know, at some point we're going to need something big, but I didn't. I was just in here just to see if that was still there so I could show you that I'd sold it. I give it a good college dry, 2.7 hours. I've given it, it's not like I've just used it for 10 minutes. Is this. I'm really tempted to grab this because we're going to need a roller. 12 metres at 14 grand. Would I be silly to say no? I think I probably would be. 14 grand. What's the hours on it? 16 hours. My tractors are on, they're up there, so I could change the colours, but I won't. So let's buy that. I have noticed that my my slot count's getting up as well. 2095. Now I'm going to do something really stupid, and because I can. Now we're using these, and I wanted an agri tyre. Do you remember? And that holds 48. This one is identical in every way, shape or form, other than the fact it has agri tyres. And I've had both of them out side by side and lined up, they're identical. But this only holds 43, not 4. So come on, you give me some agri tyres, that would be perfect for our little setup because we're using these ones anyway. Do you know what I mean? I lose 5,000. Not an option, my friends. Not an option. Now, we have a load of potatoes to sell. And I mean a load. No, we'll stick with those. So, I'm going to go with the unrealistic. I'm going to leave it exactly how it is. 600 million litres, and we're going to lease that for 6 grand. Money's down to 25. So now we need a truck. This side. The trucks are up there as well. So if I jump in this guy, we got 4 and a bit hours in him, and then the Volvo's on. Oh, both the same. 4.4. I think the little one, the little truck. Can't think of what it is, top of my head. The other Volvo, the little Volvo truck. It was a little Volvo, wasn't it? Yeah, the old school Volvo. I think that's on about 3 and a bit hours, was it? Where's it gone? This guy, 3.6 hours, and basically all it's done is shuttle bales between fields. So I've spent 3.5 hours driving. Oh, the lag down here is bonkers. I think it's all these actual vehicles that aren't vehicles that I can't get in. I think that's causing the lag. In fairness, if I take stuff out of my shed, I get less lag. I think there's a lot of the same in the same place, and the Xbox just can't render it quick enough. You connected? There we go. It'll take a little bit of time, these, to attach. I know it's, an unrealistic capacity of 600,000 litres. But we got a lot of spuds to sell, and I don't want to do 30 trips. I'm not going to lie about it. I just don't want to do that many trips. I mean, when I've spent the last 11 hours on farm sim, not consecutively, my ad, harvesting potatoes, and the best time to sell them potatoes is now. Do I really want to spend another, couple hours messing around with spuds? No, I don't. But we have to sell the little kittens. So let's get rid of them. We sell, yeah, so our sell point's currently the best. Oh, stop. There's the other truck. There's the grain cart, the haul. And we have 81 hay bales. I think we've got 80 something silage bales. Now, the bales that come off of our land, say owned by MilkThatHen heavy haulage, but the bales that have come off of the local council's land do say owned by the local council. So I have access to their land, so I could do wink wink contracts for them. But yeah, I'm hoping that our feed mixer will take the silage once it's done fermenting and allow us to feed it to our animals. I haven't had a play with that. I don't know if that's going to work, but in my head that was the theory. We'll get this quite close. The trigger's pretty small on there. Spuds. And apparently the load speed isn't all that quick either. Right, I'll get this full, give me a second. Okie dokie, it's been about 3-4 minutes and I'm at 50%, so it's gonna take a while, won't it? I was just looking at the map while this is loading, and the next, well, let's go this way. The next set of fields that need harvesting are all sugar beet. And then that only leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cornfields. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cornfields. And then that's woodland grass. Oh, we have those grass fields as well. So we're going to need a sugar beet harvester. And I said I wanted a Pterodos T440 because that's my fave. What is this one? That's 500 grand. 600 grand plus the trailer. That's a lot of money for sugar beets. In fairness, that's nearly 6, and that's... I think we will end up with that, but whether or not... Oh, I've got a microphone fluff stuck in my beard. How? Just how? Yes, I'm not sure how much we're going to make from potatoes, but we need to make 350 grand for Lord and Lady, and another 6 for us. So we need to make over £1 million this month, or I end up leasing the harvester, which is going to cost me an absolute arm and leg. Because it's what, about 25 grand to lease that thing, and yeah, it's kinda wow. It's gonna cost me a fortune. And I've still got to find stuff to sell to actually pay them their money. I know we can give them a minimum of 100 grand, but if I paid them 100 grand a month over the winter, so we're talking October, November, no, yeah, October, November, December, January, February, March, that's 6. That's 1.2 million I've got to catch up on, isn't it? I can't do that every week. I can't make that sort of money, surely. It's not an option. I think this trailer's been tweaked, so when you have the unrealistic, it's not as heavy. I was to go as far as say that this has been tweaked to a point where I would say it's actually lighter in this capacity than it is in the standard. And a lot more wheel slip. If I face away from the store, look, the shaking stops. I think it is those vehicles at the store that's doing the lag. If it was anything I had, if I was still here, it'd still be doing it, but it's not. It's only doing it when I face the store. You ready? No pressure, Spuds, but I need an absolute fortune. Go. 200, 300, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1.3 million for those potatoes, and I still have. Are you gonna close? And I still have half a trailer full, just over half. I ain't complaining. I think. Oh, how am I supposed to get out? Dudes! This one. Just clear that. I'll phone the local authorities and they will shift them on. 1.3 million for Spuds. That's a lot of money. I ain't complaining. We've got to spend 600k on a harvester for sugar beet. Well, as I say, we just lease it because it'll be cheaper than buying one. That's for sure. We got to be very frugal. Unless we know we're going to make the money back, I don't think it's overly wise to purchase things like that. When we get this filling, we'll have a quick shifty, see how much sugar beets are worth. I know cut beets worth more, and I know on Mod Hub there's a sugar beet cutter, auger, chaser bin pack, so that might be an option. We'll cut them straight into it. But I don't know whether these silos, well, not these ones particularly. Oh, I got more than a trailer load. We're in the money, we're in the money. Oh, you fool. This side, sugar beet I'm looking for. They're not worth as much as taters, apparently. That I didn't see coming. Oh well. Right, I'll get this loaded, and I'll see you up at the sale point. Almost back at the sale point. Not quite, but we're almost there. Another 600,000 litres of spuds. I know the trailer's very unrealistic, but I don't care. I'm playing, I'm having fun, and with all the foibles of FS25 and all the yeah. I was talking to a couple of very good friends of the channel last night, and yeah, I seem to have got stuck in a rut, sucked in to only doing challenges, whether it be Crustus challenges, Rusty Money's challenges, Zorch's I've done a lot of challenges. I've not done a lot for me. I just want to play and have fun. That's the whole point of the game, surely. Just to play and have fun. 1.298. So we made just shy of £2.6 million. And I still have another 40,000 of litres of potatoes. That was worth the lease cost. So I need to go to farm management, Lord and Lady Sax, transfer money, 1, 2, 3, 350,000 transfer to them for September. So we don't owe them nothing now until October. So that's where we're at. I'll leave that there for now. I'm going to grab the New Holland, which is here. So I am still running the 8-day seasons. I'm not sure whether I'll continue running 8 days or whether I'll scooch it back to 5. Because 5 did seem to work, let's be honest. But if I have big fields like this for the spuds, as opposed to 5 or 6 smaller ones, would it make, I don't know, I'll leave it at 5 for now, but leave it at 8, sorry. But I want to go grab a plough, because I'm thinking, as I have these air quotes spare days at the moment, it might be my interest to excuse me, get a bit of field prep done. So I'm going to grab a plough. I'm not running precision farming at all at the moment. I may add it in at some point. I may do some sort of storyline as to why we have that in, but hello, how Sharon? You good? I'm here for a plough. Is that alright? Oh, I want to get a telehandler as well. Oh, do we buy that now? So that we're good. Let's buy that now. Should that be 8? I want to say that's 8. It's a lot of money. All I can say is I'm glad that's not my money. Wow. Now, I'm using this kitten somewhere else. Agra First. I always use that. This was the one that I had on. Oh, Sharon's boys. You alright, mate? Cheers for the plough. Oh, and the bee harvester. Walked into the wall. What a fool. I used this on Attingham. I was talking to Wasteland about how much fun we had on Attingham doing the root crop challenge. And the organic root crop challenge, I might add. I know that's second hand, but doesn't matter. To me it does, it's going to bug me. But is what it is. In fairness, the hours I'm putting on things, is it going to notice? Probably not. Yeah, I do like the Homer. Don't ask me why. Don't know. I've got a soft spot for it. Bit of a fetish, if you will, for a sugar beet harvester. Such a weird little man. I've gone for the trailed version. My God, I'm not even sure that I can get it out of here. No, I can. Just. Don't hit the car or the signpost. There we go. Scooch down there. Have I got enough space between these posts? Yes. I try to work out in my head where I wanted to group things. So I want all my routes close. I want my grass fields close. My cereal crops close. So I bring the map up. At the minute, everything's everywhere, right? And the grass fields run down the centre. But so I'm thinking, if I group like 34, 37, 35, 36 as root crops, and then up here we'll have silage ground, so we'll have corn and stuff up here. And then not sure what to do with these little ones. And then this side, do you see what I'm saying? We'll have like our wheats and stuff over here, maybe. Although these 4 fields here might be better suited for roots. Although it doesn't really. I'm thinking maybe squarer fields for root crops, like this one. Maybe that one. Anything with things in the middle, the root crop harvesters have a tough time trying to thingy, don't they? I need a decent sized grass field, because we have an awful lot of animals. And they're currently eating, let's say, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 animals all eating grass. And then when we get the calves, they're going to need some as well, aren't they? So, yeah. Not sure if this this plough is sold in the UK, but you could get most things on import, I would imagine. Doesn't go very quick, but it is 8 meters. So what do you expect, eh? And it's bringing up stones. I forgot I had stones on. Oh. Is what it is. So yes, that's where I'm at. I'm thinking, yeah, maybe get this one ploughed. That requires lime as well, does it? Yeah. Get it ploughed. Get some lime, some fertilizer. Get it disked. At least that one, and then be ready to go for whatever I decide to put in it. We'll have some pre-prepped fields for the spring. Bit of fall tillage, autumn tillage. Right. Bit of a random episode, and we made just shy of 2.6 million from spuds, and I still have more spuds to sell. So I shall see you next time when we're harvesting the sugar beet. I'll let you know how far I got with the tillage. As always, my friends, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment. Each and every one of you, please take care. I'll see you all on my next adventure. Bye bye.
Oh, milk that hen, the fields are calling, rain or shine, he keeps on hauling, heart so wide, you could drive right in, that's the pride of milk that hen. Tractor hums like a lullaby tune, corn's knee-high by the month of June. Kids wave high as they roll on by. He just smiles with a twinkle eye. He's got stories older than time, sings them out in a gravelly rhyme about the soil, the sweat, the kin, and how to grow hope from deep within.